It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the Bucks, and it comes your way next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys. And the Tampa.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Boys and the Buccaneers coming up next.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Suckum. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they work this well upfield across the 45. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Second and 12. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play action. Now it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Shreds the tackle. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 46 yards for Leonard Fournette as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 14-0. Drive there of just 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Prescott from the gun. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Elliott on 1st down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 42 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And it's now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 21-0 our score after 1. On second down now. It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Touchdown! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Brady going to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To throw is Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 14. Brady now to throw. Completes it to Miller. Miller with first down and more. And all the way out to the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brady to throw again. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. First down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've hit half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd down and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The carry on first down by Fournette is going to wind up losing yardage as he stopped for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a slant to Gronkowski.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard
line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On play action. Now Brady. He'll buy some time right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action now, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go, boys.
Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
You know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A toss running left, Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 2. 2:10 on the clock. And the 4th down stop gives him a new lifeline, at least for the moment. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know,
Madden NFL 22. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the boys and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff left. Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Off the play fake, Prescott.
being chased out left. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down and goal. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, Mostert, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On third down, Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A first down run there by Mostert as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo
getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the... And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown. Touchdown. Blake Jarwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
This is Mostert. Running right through him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete.
Let's go.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Pollard, and brought down before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field. Still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion, just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the posts. Go up 2 scores.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 24-14. 2:12 to play. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So look at this. They'll go to get within a score. And Gold is able to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Prescott to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on...
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star. It's the Bucs and the Cowboys, next on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is Tony Pollard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He's got his man, it's Gallup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Quick pass out to Miller.
Unbelievable.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Second down, back to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. That's taken on the 25.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette, 1st down, still going. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 52 yards. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point up and good by Succa. And they take the lead here at 7-6. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Now Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. From the 29, Prescott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
On play action, now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Tom Brady leads the offense. Out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady going up top for Miller.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on second down, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Nothing. We got him.
So we have come to halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It is intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch the screen, and 47.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fournette, a first down carry.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, back to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. A handoff to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Brady. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A toss running left, Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, baby.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency. Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. From the 29, Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete. Pollard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play here for Dallas. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. He's at the 50, the 30, 10,
That's what it is,
5,
baby. That's what
and
it
it's
is.
a pick 6. He brings it back.
It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cowboys and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. Has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
First down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Tannehill. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. The quick slant caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force fourth and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. Now this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Trucks over him. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the score.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a miss...
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. 1st down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check. Hey.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
This is caught. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And now Not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. The play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Tannehill.
Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Tannehill.
And he's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Wiggles free. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill looking to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and that might be Titan football. It is! He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal.
Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 72 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill now to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Henry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. The left side completion to Jones. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Rams and the Bucs coming up next.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off play action. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
What you talking about, left?
So that'll back him up 5.